It's one thing to know everything in the textbook, right? We talked about this. You can know all that stuff, but it's not going to help you, right? It's not going to help you when you're in that situation and you need to make a decision. That's what we're going to talk about today. Today, the focus is on not how to do things, but when to do them. Because this is what people are missing, right? This is the part where people struggle, is you need to know what the next step is. The question is, what do I do next? And so what we're going to focus on today is looking at a scenario, the one of thousands of scenarios that could happen in a testing situation. And we're going to look at it and say, okay, what do we do next from here? Okay, we're going to walk through that process once you get the patient back. Okay, so we're going to do that because you guys are really good at doing the intake part. But later on, we're going to look at how we take that intake information and use it to make decisions on fitting and prescription. When you go into the practical exam is looking for that. What they're looking for is, do I trust this person with a patient? Can I leave a patient in this person's hands and know that they're going to be safe? And that is their number one primary goal in that practical exam. And so in order to ensure that you are providing that experience to the patient, that security, right, is by making sure that you don't jump to conclusions. At each step in the process, you stop and ask yourself, is this data valid? And what do I need to do something else before moving to the next step? The idea is to make sure that you are confirming that all of the information you're collecting on this patient is completely accurate so that you're making the best possible decision for that patient. And that is what they're testing you on in that exam. They're looking to see if you're capable of going through that process in your brain, okay? One of the things that people do is they'll get to a point in the test and they're not sure what to do next. And the pressure is on. The pressure is on to move forward and make a decision. And that is a very scary position to be in if you make the wrong decision. So that's why it's so important, okay? The decision right here, this is the part that we're focused on because you need to be able to make a decision and then explain why you made that decision. Okay, so that's what we're doing today is we're going to focus on choosing the right next step and being able to clearly explain why you decided to take that step. And that's what they're going to do for you in the practical exam. They want to know that you are sure about your decision that you've made. You're not just guessing. You've made the right decision because you know that that's the right decision.